Hello everyone and welcome down the Bitcoin rabbit hole. I'm your host Roxy. We're still on level 0 prerequisite to Bitcoin, chapter 1, financial fraud and crypto scam. So you need to understand one thing. The crypto industry is really shady. Not as much as the banking system, but still there's a lot of crooks, a lot of people that try to scam you and get your Bitcoin and money away. Since most of my listeners, or at least my target audience, is pretty young, you should really be up to date on financial fraud and some crypto scams that have been around for quite some time and are still around, sadly, because there's really no regulation and no law enforcement in the crypto space. So please be careful, watch out for those, because you don't want to lose any Bitcoin stupidly to some shitty person. All right, first thing first, pyramid scheme. So those ones have been around for quite a lot of time. If you watch The Office, you know what it is. Basically, it's when you take new investors' money to pay back older investors. So basically, it's a company that's going to try to sell you some products, some shares, some tokens, some ICO, or whatever it is, and they're going to scam you because there's no real business. Everything is just pure hair. There's no value, there's no product. Basically, they promise you unrealistic return, and every time they're going to pay you with some news people money. So they do a lot of marketing and lies, and they try to get everyone involved. The more people get involved, the better it is for them. Once there's no more liquidity coming up, once there's no more new investors coming at the bottom of the pyramid scheme, then the whole thing goes crumbling down because they cannot pay back the older people. So you probably all know some pyramid scheme. The biggest one ever created was Bernard Madoff. He basically scammed everyone from 68 or 65 billion dollars. It happened in 2008, or at least that's when the fraud was released to the world, but he has been running that pyramid scheme for probably like 20 years. There's a great movie about him, The Wizard of Lies. You should probably check it out if you don't know anything about the subject. And obviously that guy is in jail and it didn't end well for him. So really, spoiler alert. For the crypto space, the biggest one ever was BitConnect in 2017. Almost $2.6 billion worth of crypto were lost. A lot of people lost a lot of money. A lot of YouTubers were involved in that. A lot of the crypto community called out to say it was a scam. And still, a lot of retail persons started investing in it, hoping to make some great return. So basically, BitConnect was offering, I think, a percentage every month or every year of return. And it was such a high percentage that it was straight up a scam. Like everyone could have seen that coming, but I guess people won't get quick rich, and that's the whole thing. If you are not sure about some project and you do believe it could be a pyramid scheme, please do your own research. I have some friends that are like working in trying to become a lawyer. They started to be like approached by some people to invest in some ICO and token. She went to some meeting, and then after like 2 meetings, she called me and said, "All right, Roxy, what's going on?" And after listening to her, I told her, "All right, that sounds like a scam." She did a little bit more of research and turned out it was a pyramid scheme. I'm telling you this story because it's really everywhere. There's a lot of pyramid scheme around, and they've been around for some time, and they will keep popping up. There's new one every time because there's money to be made scamming people off. So always do your own research, and if it's too good to be true, it's fake. Pump and dump. Pump and dump is a type of financial fraud in the market. It's like a market manipulation type of thing. So basically, you have some person that's going to pump up the price, and when it reaches the top, they're going to sell hard on all the people that are starting to FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out, into that price action, that token, that ICO, that share, whatever it is. It's illegal. You shouldn't do it. So basically, yeah, we can see it here. So the group leader is going to start accumulating the token or the stocks or whatever it is. Then he's going to spread it to his group, tell people, hey guys, we should buy it. That's going to be the pump and dump. Everyone is buying it. Then they're going to create the FOMO. So boss, algorithm, retail investors, newbie, trader are all going to rush into this project because they're going to start seeing like some massive gain. The project is going to get like 20%, 30%, 50%, 100%. So people are going to start FOMOing because they're going to feel like they really need to get involved with that project to make money. And that's probably when the group leader is going to dump, the price tank as one, and everyone get wrecked except the group leader. So first thing first, it's illegal. If you get involved, you are in trouble. If you create it, you are in trouble. And even though you just try to play it because you think you're smarter than everyone, you're gonna lose money in the long term. You're never gonna learn anything from a pump and dump, so you should stay away. And the bottom line is that there's no quick way to get rich. If you want to get rich, you have to study, you have to learn, you have to practice, you have to fail, you have to stand up and do it again and again and again and again and again. That's the only way to get rich, guys. You cannot just get rich quick because you're gonna invest in some new hard thing. So please be careful with pump and dump. It's illegal. You don't want to get caught in it. Stay away. Just my advice. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor, but pump and dump are pretty famous, especially in the ICO market, due to low liquidity and retail investors. So please stay away from them. Online giveaway, really famous during the 2017 bubble. A lot of giveaway in the crypto space about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum is the second biggest cryptocurrency. And you can usually tell them. So for example, I have an example for you here. You can see that Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, is offering some Bitcoin. What? That's amazing. Massive return. You just have to send him some Bitcoin, click on the link, and then you can receive some amazing return because he's giving away to his whole community 10,000 Bitcoins. Obviously, that's a scam. Sorry for the sarcasm, but it is. You can see it at the handle. Basically, Elon Musk has a valid handle. Hashtag Elon Musk. The other guy is a bot, a hacker, a fake dude, whatever it is. He's just trying to scam people away, pretending to be someone else. That is Twitter, but you can find the same time of online giveaway on most crypto websites, or at least during the time it was. Now you can receive email, you can see that on some crypto exchange, Discord group, whatever it is. You're always going to see those online giveaway, 10,000 Ethereum giveaway. They're always going to ask you to send a tiny bit of money to receive a really large amount of money. So send 0.1 Bitcoin and receive 1 Bitcoin. Those are scams. If you have to send money to an address and you don't know that address, it is a scam. You should never send any Bitcoin or Ethereum to any address that you don't know who the recipient is. First of all, because it's illegal by law, and second of all, because you are dumb if you send money to someone you don't know for any reason. If it's not realistic, it's a scam. The basic question for that one is, does it make sense? Would you send money to a prince in Africa that is asking you money to buy a plane ticket to get back to his kingdom? That doesn't make sense. It's literally the same type of scam that they try to do to old people, but for us, the younger generation based on cryptocurrency. So does it make sense? Usually no, so you stay away from them. Bitcoin parody and fake folks. So you need to understand that in Bitcoin, the background technology is a blockchain, whatever that means. We're gonna see that in some other lectures. But a blockchain can be copy and passed to make it easy. So you can basically fork, that's what it's called, and you create a separate chain, and you basically do a copy paste of the whole project and you divide it into two. The thing is, everyone is still gonna be on the main one, but you and your team and your marketing team is gonna be on another one. That's the main idea. And from that, there's a lot of copycat of Bitcoin. So there's Bitcoin Cash, which try to be a better Bitcoin. Then there's Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, which try to be a better Bitcoin Cash. And then you have Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Silver and whatever those scams are. The bottom line here is that those are scams. I'm sorry, I know a lot of YouTubers say, hey, you should diversify. It's dumb. You should not diversify in those. They are scams. You should ask yourself some basic questions. Where are the dev? Where are the people working on the project? How many people are working on the project? Where are the industry going? How many companies are working in this project? What is the hash rate? The hash rate is basically the computing power that protects the network. And if you do a tiny bit of research, which I encourage you to do, you're gonna quickly realize that all of those other folks are basically scams. They just use a lot of marketings to try to get people into their project, but they don't have anything for them. I don't have time right now to go into depth. We will go in another lesson, but just do your own research and be really careful with all of those Bitcoin copycats that claim to be the real Bitcoin. There's only one Bitcoin, and it's the Bitcoin that is accepted by everyone as the protocol consensus. That's it. Liar, scammer, and manipulator. Like I said, so many guys like that. I don't have time to name them all. They will end up in jail one day. It just takes time for the financial system to to do their stuff. But yeah, usually those people create ICO, they create pump and dumps, they create Ponzi group, they create Bitcoin parody spoke, and they try to market themselves as Satoshi. They are not, obviously. They try to market themselves as some like crypto god, trading crypto god, stuff like that. Don't follow those guys. It's not worth your time. It is not worth your time. You're better up picking a book, learning about Bitcoin, trying to code, trying to understand how the market works, trying to understand the traditional and the crypto economy. That thing is going to be worth it. Listening to those guys is just going to be a waste of time. Obviously, Photoshop doesn't exist, just in case Donald Trump never said it's time to buy Bitcoin. And a lot of ICO and projects are literally scams. Probably 98% of all of them, maybe more. We don't care really. And so they're going to claim some stuff. They're going to claim they are decentralized, like Tron, and they are not. Obviously, they're going to try to be a bit of Bitcoin, like Bitcoin Cash, and they are not. They're going to try to be the new banking, like XRP, and they are not. I'm ready for the trolls. All of those ICO are usually scammy. Please really do your own research, and as an advice, start with Bitcoin and then move on to other projects if you really feel like you want to. Paid group, YouTuber, and influencer. All right, that's pretty important because I feel like there's a lot of lie in the space. You need to understand that everyone has an agenda. Even me, guys, literally. My agenda is to promote Bitcoin because I really believe Bitcoin is the future for freedom, human being, and finance in general. So my agenda is promoting Bitcoin, and I will gain from the mainstream adoption of Bitcoin. But a lot of people are promoting their shitcoins. They're promoting their trades. They just want to have more power. You really need to understand that everyone does something for a reason. And that's really tricky. If someone is telling you, hey, I'm in that trade, it's really going well, you should really get involved, he's probably looking for an exit liquidity pool. Stuff like that. If someone is promoting his shitcoin, it's because he has skin in the game. He wants that shitcoin to go up in value. You really need to understand that every time you hear someone telling you something, including me, you need to ask yourself, why is that person telling me that? Why his content is free? What is he gaining from that free content he's offering me? And a lot of time, it's pretty ugly what people are looking for. So please don't even trust me. Most good content is free out there, that's true. If you really want to learn about Bitcoin, you honestly just listen to Andreas. He's way more qualified than me to do anything. I've learned a shit ton from him, and he's trusted. I mean, I often say you shouldn't trust anyone. Andreas is probably one of the few person you should trust and then verify whatever he said, but he's a really solid foundation for your Bitcoin education. And then because I know a lot of people come here and want to start trading, if you really want to start to learn about the stock market and trading, you should follow probably UK spread betting or stuff like that. But most content is free. If you have to pay to get access to some content, be extra careful, just pick up a book, it's safer. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to have more details about everything I just talked about, there's a PDF version of everything with details, link, resources, and more details, more case study and everything. If you think you've learned everything, go ahead, be my guest and do the quiz. If you have 10 out of 10, good job. On the same chapter, next chapter is going to be online security and then advice for beginners. I think with those three classes, you're going to have the foundation to start learning about Bitcoin, maybe getting your first Bitcoin and not getting scammed or lose them stupidly. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow me, please check my website, thebitcoinrabbithole.com. That's where all the good content is, all the quizzes are, all the resources are. Next level is going to be Bitcoin Foundation. What is Bitcoin? Why it's important? And then we're going to move down the rabbit hole slowly by slowly. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something and you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and keep your key secured. I will see you around. Bye bye.